Hi children, this is our third session in fourth lesson, reproduction in animals. So today our topic is dispersal by animals and human beings. Dispersal, previously we have learned dispersal by wind and water. So now animals and human beings. How the animals and human beings will disperse, let us see now. See, some seeds are very sticky. If you see some seeds, they are very sticky. So when we are moving in that area, those seeds will stick to our dresses, and when we move, the seeds will come with us and can be moved from one place to the others. So see here. Some seeds have structures as hooks and spines on their surface, means very very small spines, like so that they can be easily stick to the dress. These seeds stick to the fur of animals, feathers of birds, or clothes of human beings. So after sticking, what will happen? It will be moved. In this process, these seeds are carried to various places and can be dispersed. For example, Acaranthus and Cocklebur. So these can be moved from the one place to the other. The next one is human beings and animals such as squirrels, monkeys and bats eat the fleshy parts of fruits such as mangoes and oranges and throw away the seeds. So see here, squirrels usually eat many fruits, yes or no? Will they eat all the fruits in the same place? No, sometimes they take the fruits and take to the other places and have their food. After doing, what will happen? They will eat those and throw the remaining part somewhere. So they are taking the fruits from the plant, moving to the other place, and again they are eating and throwing the seeds somewhere. So the animals are dispersing the seeds from one place to the other. In the same way, see here, birds, parrot eat the mango or guava, and it will take the fruit from one place to the other and eat it and throw it somewhere. So animals are also helping to disperse the seeds from one place to the other. In the same way, human beings, we people will take many of the fruits from the market, yes or no? So what type of fruits we will take? Sapota, next mangoes, guavas, papaya, and many we are taking. So we are eating the fruits, throwing the seeds somewhere. So we are dispersing the seeds from one place to the other. In this way, the animals and human beings are used for dispersal of seeds from one place to the other. Next one is dispersal by explosion. Dispersal by explosion. See here. Pods of some plants burst open and scatter the seeds some distance away from the plant. For example, balsam seed and a pea pod. So what is a pod? See here, if you take a pea plant, pea bud, if you take this vegetable, after opening that, what we can see? We can see small seeds. So this complete is called as pod. This complete is called as pod. So sometimes what happens? The peas will completely be dried up, and afterwards it will burst out. After bursting out, what happens? All these seeds will be scattered from here to somewhere. So this is called as dispersal by explosion. Next one is germination of seed. Germination, already told you, the process of turning the seed into a plant is called as germination. So let us see what is the procedure here. See here. When a seed is sown in soil, it absorbs water and nutrients from the soil. First of all, what we have to do? We have to sow the seed. Means we have to place the seed inside the soil. So what happens? What it will take? It will take the minerals and the salts from the soil. It will take the water also. After some days, what will happen? See, the baby plant inside will come outside of the seed. So after pouring the water, what happens? The baby plant will turn into a bigger plant. Okay, after some days it will come out. Okay, so after coming out, it is taking minerals and salts from the soil and taking the sunlight and water and little bit growing. After some days, what happens? The leaves will come outside. Afterwards, the leaves will prepare the food from sunlight, water, minerals and salts and give the food for overall plant. Okay, the second step, see, the seed takes in sunlight and air and begins to sprout. So the seed takes the sunlight, heat, minerals and air, carbon dioxide. Okay, and it will take and will grow. Next one, after 2 or 3 days, a young root, radical, and a bent shoot, plumule. See, this is the radical. See, this part is called as radical, and this outer part is called as plumule. This outer part is called as plumule. It will come outside. Next, the young root grows downwards and fixes the seedling to the soil. So the root is growing downwards and fixing in the soil, and the shoot will come out and grow out of the soil. See, the last one, the young plant develops tiny leaves and starts making its own food. Afterwards, what will happen? The leaves will come outside, and leaves takes what and what? Sunlight, water, minerals, carbon dioxide, and prepare the food. This process is called as photosynthesis. Preparing process is called as photosynthesis. So this process of turning the seed into a complete plant is called as germination. See, once again I will be repeating. First of all, we have to sow the seed, and after that it will take the sunlight, heat, minerals, and the shoot will grow. So after some days, this one, what is this called? Plumule will grow and come outside, and the root will go down and fixes to the soil. After some days, the leaves will come outside, and it turns into a tiny plant. This procedure is called as germination. Okay.